Welcome, friends, to today's guided micro meditation. Let's close our eyes together and let's take 3 long, slow, deep breaths. Filling those lungs all the way up. Noticing any restriction, any physical tension that is in the way of your long, slow, deep breath. Consider this video and this practice your refuge in the busy, overstimulating attention marketplace, where if you're a creator, you're thinking about ways to get attention, and if you're a consumer, your attention is being bid for very strongly in all directions. The long, slow, deep breath has for thousands and thousands of years been a refuge from the stimuli of the world, all the stuff constantly coming and going, competing for your attention. But at any moment you can choose to close your eyes and take that long, slow, deep breath. And that may often feel like the opposite of what you want to do. It is not the most dopamine-inducing activity. In fact, depending on your degree of experience with breathing practices, it may feel like the exact opposite. It may feel boring as hell. This is actually the reason to go ahead and do it. Because if you can't be satisfied simply closing your eyes and taking that deep breath, if you can't be satisfied in silence, you got a problem. If you can't be satisfied in silence, you are dependent on stuff to distract and amuse you. You need it in order to feel okay. And therefore you are vulnerable. Because if you need it, you open yourself to whatever it is that your supplier wants to sell you. And it's not necessarily dollars that you're paying with, but your time, your energy, your attention. All 3 of these are greatly valuable. And now more than ever, you must be deliberate about guarding them. Guarding your time, guarding your energy, guarding your attention. So that you can dedicate it to what really matters. Now, maybe you don't know what really matters to you. Well, that's a whole other story. I've written at length about how to make your 50-year purpose-based business plan, and you can exchange business for life. It really doesn't matter whether you're creating your own business. We all have, with perhaps a few exceptions, We all have some great change that we would like to see in the world. We all have a sense of what great contribution we would like to make to humanity. Maybe that vision is obscured. If you are someone who feels that you need to be amused, need to be distracted in every moment in order to feel okay, then your volition, your will is greatly compromised. Your capacity for proactive behavior is greatly reduced. Rather, you're reacting to whatever bad feelings you don't want to sit with, putting something else in the way that distracts you, that keeps you amused. This is a mental health pandemic. We all want basic goodness across humanity. We all want to be at peace. We all want love. We all want to be happy. The very first thing you can do is claim back your time, your energy, your attention, and learn to guard it. And there is no better means of doing this than what you're doing right now, here with me. Sitting in relative silence, though of course I'm speaking to you, and addressing the issue, turning the other way from that ceaseless distraction to something less stimulating. When you feel swept up by the current of phenomena, of stuff, of distractions, remember this video. Take those 3 long, slow, deep breaths as an act of rebellion. Use them as a means of claiming back your time, energy, and attention. And even if all you take is a 30-second pause, you do claim back an awful lot of energy and attention, such that when you go back into the world of distractions, you've in a sense reset your baseline. You're no longer frantically hopping from one distraction to the next, but rather encountering that next distraction from a place of relative silence, from a place of relative stillness. And it will look different. Of course, the more time you spend in silence, the more different those distractions will look to you, until they start to look kind of absurd. It's like if you take a week-long break from sugar and then you go back to some extremely sweet foods. They don't even taste good. Same thing here. Meditation can be said to be like clearing your mental palate, your emotional palate. hitting the reset button on your taste so that you begin to want more space, more stillness. It may feel nasty in the beginning if you have been swept up on that current of distraction. You may feel bored, you may feel restless, agitated. This is just a sign that you need that stillness so that you can start to dedicate your energy to more of what really matters. So, remember this practice. Take those breaths when you feel overstimulated, whenever you need. And I'll be back tomorrow for another micro meditation.